Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Shake It Off with Angela. This is week 4. So I have almost been doing this for a month now, which basically means that I am almost to that 6-week mark where they say that if you change a habit or do something for 6 weeks, you can break the habit. So I am hoping that that happens with my food and stuff. And I do apologize for the way I look. It is Sunday. I haven't done anything with my hair. Um, it is what it is. But anyway, so I wasn't sure if I was going to be addressing this or not on my YouTube channel, but I feel like I have to. Well, not that I have to. I feel like I want to. I've always been completely honest and open with all of you guys through everything pretty much, that I do with YouTube. And I committed myself to doing these weekly health checks. So, um, this is what's going on in my life. Where we left off last week was I did get the call back for my mammogram, and I had to go back and get more pictures taken, more mammograms. So basically, what happened was I made the appointment in the beginning of the week last week. I went in and they took several photos or several mammograms. They did other techniques, which I don't know if I want to really get into exactly what they did, but they just took different pictures of my breasts. And my left breast was still showing something unusual, not a lump, not a bump, but just something cell wise was not matching up to my previous mammogram that I had in 2011 and then also 2013. So it's 2 years, almost 2 years later. Um, so then I had to go in for an ultrasound, and the tech, brought me back and things and did the ultrasound. And she said she couldn't see anything on the ultrasound. So the radiologist came back and he did the ultrasound, and he said that, he also couldn't see anything, that they wanted to biopsy, but they can't see where it is to biopsy it. So he said that their next step would be the MRI. Um, which I'm not fond of. I guess you have to lay down on your stomach. I need an IV for the dye that they shoot in you. And then, your boobs are like dangling in this like coil vessel. Ugh. So anyway, the whole thing doesn't sound good. But I did make an appointment for the MRI. I tried to do it with scheduling. And one of the questions they asked was, are you on any hormone, medication? And I said, yes, I'm on this progesterone or whatever it's called, to regulate my periods. And if I'm not on that, I will literally bleed and bleed and bleed, which I know this is too much information, but like I said, I wanted to be completely honest with you guys and let you know what's going on. So the woman told me that she was going to call me back in a half an hour. This was on Wednesday. I never got a call back. I'm kind of putting it off. I know it needs to be done. So anyway, so that was Wednesday. So Thursday rolls around and I have my appointment with my OB doctor, and I had an ultrasound done, and then also just like meeting with her and talking about the ultrasound, and the ultrasound found nothing. So the lining of my uterus was very thin, very normal. There was nothing found within my uterus. And then we kind of talked over my mammograms, and she said basically what can happen with the medication that I am on for my periods, that can do a side effect of possible, problems in other places of your body. And it's like, oh my God, so she said if that is the case and you really do have to go off this medication, then we need to talk about, getting, what do you call it? Where they take everything out. I can't think right now. I'm too stressed out. So anyway, so that's kind of where I am right now. And I have to go back and do a biopsy with her in my uterus because 2 years ago they did find some abnormal cells in my uterus. And they just want to make sure that everything is gone and that everything, is kosher and whatever. So I'm dealing with like 3 different doctors and probably 3 different opinions. And they say 95% of this breast issue type thing that people have when they get called back is 95% nothing. Um, there is that 5%, but whatever. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, the good news is I got my van fixed. So for now, he said that, you know, let's put some miles on it. I know this isn't health related, but you know, it causes me stress and whatever. So the van is fixed and I meet with the dietitian on the 11th. So that is this coming week. I believe it is on a Wednesday, 9, yes, Wednesday. So I'm happy that I'm going to be meeting with my dietitian and having that class. It kind of like gets me out and maybe like gets my mind off of some of these other things that are going on. But so now that that is all out of the way, let's talk about how I have been doing this week. So with all of the added stress that has been going on, I feel like my eating has stayed in check. Exercise is I hate to report this, you guys. I'm going to be honest. I haven't done a lickety split of exercise this week. I have lost 6 pounds. I did say that I was not going to weigh in until my dietitian appointment, but I did, and I lost 6 pounds, so that's good. And I basically did like a 180, 360 on all of the, you know, food that I've been intaking into my body. I am eating clean. I am eating healthy, lots and lots and lots of vegetables, fruits, usually only in the morning in a smoothie based. I did bring some foods here just that my dietitian suggested and some of the things that I just wanted to show you guys that I have been eating. So this is one of them. This is the Al Dente All Natural Carbonara. This is egg fettuccine noodles, and it actually is good for carbs. It's not, you know, as bad of a carb. It is 140 calories per serving, which isn't bad, and you get 1.5 cups of dry. It is only 1 gram of fat and 24 carbs and 6 dietary fibers. So not too bad, something maybe to look into if you guys are interested. And then let's get into the quinoa. Oops, my phone's going off. Sorry about that. So I've been eating quinoa and my dietitian suggested it. So this is some of the quinoa that I got. This is Village Harvest, and this is just the straight up quinoa. This is what it looks like here. And it's a grain, and it's better, you know, than pasta. It's better than bread, I feel. The carbohydrates is 27, the fiber is 3, the fat is 2.5, and it's 160 calories. But for dinner, it really fills me up. So that's good. And what I do is I make this and then I mix a whole bunch of vegetables in there, and then it's so, so good. And then you can also get flavored quinoa. This one is roasted red pepper and basil. And it is also mixed with brown rice. So I really like this one a lot too. It's really good. And then my chia seeds. I am like a fanatic about chia seeds. I put them in everything. You're supposed to have 2 tablespoons of these a day. They are high in fat. They are 11 grams, carbs 16, fiber 14 grams of fiber, which is really good, and 180 calories per 1/4 of a cup. So I don't know what the translation is, the 1/4 of a cup to 2 tablespoons. Not real sure. But anyway, so I've been eating a lot of this. This is supposed to lower your cholesterol and just really kind of like clean you out. And it has been fantastic for me. So I'm happy about that. So, you know, pros and cons for the week. Pros, I have been eating really, really good. Cons, I didn't do any exercise at all. I feel like the reason why I didn't do the exercise was because all these other things are going on in my life, and it was just really hard to focus on just doing the exercise and not worrying, which maybe that's what I should be doing, exercising more, equals worrying less, maybe. But yeah, so my plan for this upcoming week is to try to work out. Last week, my plan was 3 times a week. I think that's kind of like an unrealistic goal for me right now. I have been trying to move more though. At work, I can have the opportunity to sit down. I'm very conscious now about, sitting down versus standing up for the whole day. And I have been standing, and like working and doing a lot more active stuff. So that's good. But yeah, I have been moving more during the day and just, kind of less sitting, but I do need to get to that gym and I don't know what it is, you guys. There's just something. The weather is shitty outside, and I feel like, I'd be walking the dog, I'd be getting outside more, there'd be a spring in my step, and it's just not there. I just have all these other things like kind of clouding my mind right now, and it's hard for me to focus. But anyway, so that is my Shake It Off with Angela weekly update number 4. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. I will be posting these Shake It Off updates every Monday. So stay tuned for that. And then I also do my vlogs on Saturdays. And then God only knows what happens during the week. So thank you guys so much for watching again and happy day. Bye, everyone.